now in New Prague, a meeting is just getting underway where the public has a chance to confront the city council about the construction of a new police department.
But it's not the construction itself that's causing some controversy. Some are upset that the city missed a critical step regarding the nearly $11 million being used to pay for the work before breaking ground. Ian Russell just got back from New Prague with more on the issue. Ian?
Yeah, well, Julia, a city council member and the mayor of New Prague told me today that this was a clerical error, made a mistake and not done on purpose. But the project is said to be funded through bonds, but that misstep had the council restarting the bond process in early June. And now some in the city say residents need to be able to vote on the next steps moving forward. In the Southwest Metro, New Prague offers the best of both worlds.
I like the small town charm of New Prague.
A growing city while still feeling small. A tradition of progress is the motto of the City of 8,000. Progress that hasn't come without controversy.
And they may need a new one, but it's just way too expensive for the size of our town.
The city is currently building a new police station. Something New Prague resident Brian Paulson says needs to stop temporarily.
And they made a mistake, and they have chances to correct it.
Paulson says his concern comes from how the city handled the process, missing a public hearing that's required before using taxpayer money to help fund the project.
They didn't mean to make mistakes, but that's what happens when you do it fast.
The city had already signed a contract to start work on the multi-million-dollar project.
The city administrator did mention that this is not uncommon for a city project go forward.
Charles Nicolai was the mayor of New Prague from 2011 to 2020, back in the role again after the previous mayor stepped down just weeks ago.
You know, it was a mistake. We all made mistakes. We will rectify it. It's going to get done.
Nicolai says the current police station just isn't cutting it. The mayor says the city discovered the misstep in May and allowed the public to weigh in the following month. But Paulson is now leading a petition that will put the decision about using bonds for the project on the ballot for voters to decide.
I don't think this has ever happened in the city of New Prague, so it's going to be interesting.
Now set to decide tonight how they move forward, adding one way or another to that tradition of progress.
Yeah, it's under construction, but they still can change the scope and reduce it a little bit to help us, if not stop it or pause it.
Paulson says he's concerned about the possibility of the city having the Economic Development Authority in New Prague fund the project and then lease it to the city. He says if that were to happen, they'd be unable to petition like they are right now. Julie?
All right, interesting situation developing. Do we know why the mayor stepped down?
No, that part, at least from what we have been able to get right now, is a little unclear, but obviously Nicolai was the mayor for quite some time. He told me today when I asked him, has anything like this happened in your 10 years as mayor? He said no. Just said this is something that has never happened before, but there to step in now as mayor as the previous mayor stepped down.
All right, and we'll have more on this story coming up tonight at 10. Thanks, Ian.